What's up everyone, it's Trainer Dell. In this video for you, I have my Asuna Waifu deck profile for Weiss Schwarz. If you saw some of the past videos with the Asuna Waifu deck, they were basically the old cards supported with the new anniversary set, and now this one's kind of the opposite. This is more of the anniversary cards with a few little support from some of the old cards. So yeah, let's get right into it. We're going to be playing 4 of the newbie gamer Asuna. Really easy effect right here. So if you place it on the stage from your hand, and if there's another anniversary character, it gets 2k until the end of the turn. And when it's also placed, you mill up to, or you look up to 3 cards, and if there's a event, you can add it to your hand and then discard a card. So one of the best cards in the deck to just mill through. Playing 4 of the Aria of a Starless Night Asuna right here. Put the top card of your deck into your clock. When the climax is placed in your climax area, you may pay the cost, and you can choose a floating castle Aincrad in your waiting room and add it to your hand. That's the event that we mainly play here. So this can kind of just get it back. 4 of the Until We Meet Again, Yuuki and Asuna. So memory, when this is in the memory, it becomes the name together with the memory Asuna and Yuuki to help with the 1 combo. And you can pay 1, put an anniversary character from your hand to the waiting room, and then put this to memory so when this gets reversed, you can look up the top 2 cards, choose 1, add it to your hand, and send the other one to the waiting room. So yeah, you can choose any card among them, so even climaxes or whatever, it's pretty cool, or events. Playing 2 of the Ordinal Scale, Silica, Asuna, and Kirito. This is just a crazy ability where, like, when it's placed on the stage from your hand, your opponent declares 0, 1, 2, or 3. You mill the top card of your deck, and if it's that level, then you drop to X cards, where X is the number declared plus 1. So if they say 0 and you mill a 0, you draw 1 card. If they say 3 and you mill a 3, you draw 4. And then its second ability is you can pay 1 and then just dual trigger. What is it? Twin drive? So yeah. So for this deck, I actually decided to play some other support cards, because we're given like 4 slots that can be anything that are non-waifu cards. So I chose to go with cards to support Asuna, like the 0 Brainstorm. Yeah, events, doesn't really matter. The climax giving something 1,000, kind of like, you know, the Asuna's, what is it, Married Life or something like that. And then Brainstorm 1, and you can choose any character, so that's pretty cool. It doesn't have to be anniversary if you hit climax. We got right here Misumi, Aria of a Starless Night Misumi. When it gets sent to the waiting room from the stage, you can pay a card or discard a card to check up the top 4 cards, and then you choose a level 1 or higher card and put it to your hand. And you can also, if you play event, give something 1 soul. I was gonna play the other Brainstormer, the Asuna one, but we need anniversary names. We definitely do. 1 climax swap here that also gets 15 power on stage placement. This is, you know, the 3 girls. And of course, Kirito to back her up. The cool thing about this is at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you can choose 1 of your anniversary characters and move it to the open middle slot. So you can kind of make a center runner out of anything. And then it does have a climax thing where you can pay 1, rest 2 of your characters, and choose a level X or lower anniversary character in your waiting room and return to your hand. And that goes with the amount of World of Swords. That's the climax for the level 1 Asuna in your waiting room. So these are not anniversary cards right here, but it just helps out. How about something sweet? Asuna, it's the drop search. And when it attacks, then we can look at the top card of our deck and put it to the top or the waiting room. So that's just to help search. But yeah, we definitely need anniversary characters. A good setup at the beginning of the game is to get like Argo and Kirito in the back row. I would say that's like really good to have. Starting with the level 1s, we have the new Asuna's Commanding Strength. You can't play the level 3 when I'm playing 4 of these because they have the same name technically. This gets 1,000 power for each of your other anniversary characters, so it can easily be with a full board. What's that? 6K? So that's really good. But when this card attacks, if World of Swords is in your climax area and you have 4 or more others, so you have to have a full board of anniversaries, you can choose an anniversary character in your waiting room and either put it to your hand or to stock. If you go to stock, this gets 2K extra power, which is it gets pretty beefy. I mean, after an Argo pump, so you're at 6K, 7K, 8K with the climax. And then if you decide to you want to build stock, then this becomes 10K. So that's not bad at all. Barring any other power-ups, I don't think there's much. I mean, there's a few things you can do in here. But yeah, we got the Adachi of this set, the Asuna when it becomes reversed, and you know the level of your battle opponent is higher than your opponent's actual level. Then you put that character to your opponent's stock and put the bottom card of their stock to the waiting room. So we got these to try to take care of Alice's or whatever early plays your opponent might be playing. And then one of a new Promise Asuna. So yeah, this right here, when a climax is placed, you can choose one of your characters and it gets 2,500 power. So a Dark Magician power up, which again could power these up. And you can rest this card to give one of your characters 1 extra soul. So pretty cool. When the new Asuna promo comes out, I think the level 0, I might switch one of these for it or one of these. Haven't really decided, but that one I think you can just rest it to give something like 500 or 1,000 power, something like that. So that definitely will come in here. We got the 3 floating Castle Einkrad event, and that is just put the top 4 cards of your deck to the waiting room and choose a level X or lower anniversary or progressive character in your waiting room and return it to hand. X is equals the number of soul triggers. And the cool thing about this Asuna, actually, all these level 1s, is they all have the soul trigger. So I think that's really cool. So, you know, we just at least need to hit 1 to get one of these things back. But if not, then we still got a lot of utility zeros and stuff. Playing 2 of the Moment of Healing Asuna. I think 2 is fine, but you can just, it's a 2/5 backup. But you can pay 1 when you use this backup to like return 1 from the hand, so you can kind of like loop it if you need to. Doesn't really come up, but just to have, it's a nice card to have. Would be nicer in SR, but still cool. And then 2 of the Battle Stance Asuna. I don't know if these will stay for sure, because the experience 5 is quite a lot. It's already 7/5 base, which is not too bad, but during your turn, if the total level of this card, the total level of the cards in your level is 5 or higher. So if you have experience 5 or higher, then it gets 6K on your turn, which makes it pretty beefy and kind of good to get over also other big things like level 3s or stuff, or try to break down the walls. Here is the main climax or main finisher of this deck, which is the Piling Up Emotions Awesome Kirito, heals on play, and it has the effect where you pay 3 and ditch 2 cards from hand to so when it attacks, you have to play it on attack, which kind of hurts it because you would want it to be like on cancellation or something like that, but you gotta pay up front when it attacks so you could whiff, and that's a big thing. I think it would be better if it was like 2 and 2 or at least or something. I don't know. 3 and 2 just seems like a huge cost. But yeah, it gets the following ability. So if damage is canceled, then you can mill 11 cards and deal 2 X times, with X being the amount of climax cards in the deck. So depending on how you're playing this deck, you can try to like really compress your deck by using her to fill up your stock and everything. And that's why we're playing like a bunch of zeros just to keep attacking and swinging through. But yeah, so then hopefully you can compress your deck long enough for these to work. Then we're playing 2 of this also the Unbending Fighting Spirit from Alicization Volume 2. Also heals on play and has synergy with this card up here. So when that's in the memory, you pay 2 and discard 2 to just mill 11 and deal 1 X times, where 1 is equal to the amount of climax cards you milled. So a little bit weaker than this card, but this has sustained, like, if you're compressed as you know you're compressed, then you're pinging 1 that many times without having to worry about them canceling. You just kind of do it already. Another thing that kind of sucks about this one is if this gets money countered, then its whole effect is just gone. So that hurts a lot. This one at least won't get money countered on the effect part. Then one of the Musashi effect one, it gets power up. This is also not an anniversary. These cards right here are the non-anniversary ones. Just when damage is canceled, you mill a card and then deal X equals 1 plus the level of the card you milled. So that's it. Just the thing just to have. I'm debating on like getting another one of these, like 4 and 3. I don't know, or taking these 2 out and then putting 2 more of these in here. But we need anniversary cards in this deck to mill with this or ditch with that, or to put to stock and stuff. So it's fine. And then I don't really mind if I level these for the experience. This is just a level 1 combo, the World of Swords. Really cool card right here. Has the old art from like the trial deck, I believe, of Kirito and Asuna Vanillas. And of course, Mother's Rosario, playing that 8 choice. The choices. So it's cool that Mother Rosario has so many other effects and targets and stuff. But yeah, that's the Asuna deck profile. This is the one that's more based off the anniversary synergies and stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Peace.